ये दरवाजे को
हाँ
ठीक है।
I'll give you one rap कमर के नीचे, ठीक है?
क्या हुआ?
साउंड लीक हो जाएगा।
अरे ये फिल लाइट के लिए है ना।
हाँ चलो चलो बैठो वहाँ पे।
करते करते चलिए बैठिए आप। मैंने कीप द बैग बैग आपके
Hey, this is, I want to tell you, really nice bag.
ना
तुम वे
Amazon
कितना?
पता दिक्कत है नहीं नहीं वो तू लिया है क्या अंदर से
बैठा वहाँ पे। चुतिया तो। यहाँ से वहाँ, वहाँ से वहाँ, वहाँ से वहाँ, यहाँ से वहाँ।
Cause you running for the cause पढ़ना चाहिए मुझे cause आखिर तेरी cost है ये love तो फिर मौत हाजिर
People will see you walking on the video and feel that you're going through something. नीलाद्री लास्ट वीडियो में कुछ लोगों ने बोला था नीलाद्री टेक केयर ऑफ योर हेल्थ, उसका कुछ रिएक्शन देना चाहोगे आप?
I am, but I've stopped sports because I have a little bit of ankle and knee niggle. Everybody goes through it, like Surya Kumar Yadav or Ravindra Jadeja or
Ram Prasad.
KL. Who's Ram Prasad?
मेरे सोसाइटी के सीसा के अंकल
यार इसको ठीक कर दो ना यार.
give
It's a little foggy. Why are you spitting on my fucking?
ये ऐसे ही ठीक होता है, आपको पता नहीं है.
For his sunglass, you know how he cleans it.
Shayan Bhattacharya has
You've got a little bit of knee and ankle niggle.
Niggle.
Yeah.
It's not called niggle. It's anymore, I think.
Yeah, because you guys laugh when I
That's
get
like
up.
me saying I have a little bit of hair niggle. इसके लिए I have bald. Having said that, your hair, आप you can be unfit in a lot of other places, but आपका hair quality तब से लेकर अभी तक similar ही है.
कहाँ था?
White सफेद हो गया यार.
Correct, लेकिन नीलाद्री doesn't suffer from hair fall, ऐसा कुछ उतना कुछ
ये
नहीं है.
बाल एक्चुअली हेयर क्वालिटी भी अच्छी है अपनी.
हाथ वहाँ पे रखो.
क्या बात है.
All right, thank you so much for tuning in again. We are trying to give you videos with good frequency, but videos edit होकर आप तक पहुंचने में वक्त लग जाता है. That is because of Rohan.
Because of the editor.
Because of Rohan. Yes. We've already shot 2 videos. अभी आज एक वीडियो अपलोड होना था. While we are shooting this, it has not been uploaded.
अरे वो गलती हो गई एडिट से.
Probably कल होगा.
कल होगा.
Alright, तो पिछली बार हम लोगों ने हिस्ट्री पर एक एपिसोड किया था and a lot of you had requested कि हिस्ट्री पर एपिसोड दोबारा होना चाहिए. तो मैं तो बैठा ही हूँ लाइफ में, इसीलिए मैं तो चाहता ही हूँ मौका दे कोई. So
And I have to say one thing that, and Rohan also will agree with me, that your history videos are totally mind-bending. I mean, superb research that you have done, and it's superb that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually,
इवन स्पोर्ट्स
हिस्ट्री
जो कल
देखना पड़ेगा कैसा एक्चुअली हुआ है एपिसोड या कैसा लगा लोगों को.
कल रिलीज होगा तो पता चलेगा. बट वो भी बहुत अच्छा था. जो आपने वो बताया था लू लॉन्ग, क्या था वो?
लू लॉन्ग नहीं कुछ और नाम है. लू लॉन्ग तो चाइनीज लग रहा है. वो दैट भूल गया. कल मतलब ऑलरेडी वीडियो रिलीज हो चुका है जब हम लोग शूट कर रहे हैं उसका. सो डोंट वेट फॉर अनदर वीडियो टुमारो. ओके, आज के वीडियो में कुछ अलग है. दैट इज half the video will be hosted by me. It's about history, and the next half Niladri wanted to host something. Everybody wanted Niladri.
ऐसे क्यों हमने नीलाद्री को अलग सी वीडियो क्यों नहीं दी होस्ट करने के लिए?
Because Niladri.
I have a feeling that they're hostile towards me.
अच्छा बता क्यों नहीं दिया ऐसे हमने?
Because Niladri will say that he needs help of another colleague of his to download videos and select videos, and that colleague is already overworked in life. So for that, and also Niladri's scoring structure is but scoring structure तो इसमें भी देखने को मिलेगा. So Niladri will, in the second part of the video, Niladri will host a quiz.
Yes.
That's a new experiment. अगर आपको इस टाइप की वीडियो नहीं देखनी है तो आप actually as a feedback use कर सकते हो इस वीडियो.
Correct. That's not a reaction video, but just
क्योंकि जब मैंने क्विज बोला था शान ने बोला ये क्विज क्या कोई नहीं देखेगा अच्छा नहीं क्या उसमें क्या फन है तो हमने सोचा कि उसको एज एन एक्सपेरिमेंट लॉन्च करते हैं.
हाँ ठीक है.
पायलट प्रोजेक्ट.
तो half the video. All right. So video already लंबा होने वाला है. Will not without further ado. Today it's about history once again. I've got about 5 historical events that we're talking about, and these 5 are the last 80 odd years के I would say the most consequential historical events. Most of them I will be I mean आप लोगों को basically पता ही होगा सब कुछ.
जनरली ऐसा बोलते हैं जनरली पता है.
No because these are the most consequential events.
आपने छत पे बोला है 40 साल अभी 80 हो गया.
नहीं because I just realized last वाला video बहुत पुराना है.
How can you double it, man?
पहले 30 बोला फिर 50 बोला अभी
80 हो गया.
Because I realized last वाला video मैंने change किया था कुछ और कर दिया था मैंने.
मतलब वर्ल्ड वॉर का वीडियो है.
World War. Last वाला is World War. See, World War 2, I'm a little obsessed with it. So that's why.
No
All right. So let's start with video number 1. थोड़ा सा difficult हो सकता है, but we will see how it goes. Yes, Rohan, thank you for signaling. Okay. Taste of Coorg, ham for up for grabs.
What is that? पूछ रहा है यार. I told you, no, they're hostile towards me. Okay, if you sense it, comment.
The way you looked at it with so
like
much
dog looking at you.
with so much glee and expectation and hope. Coorg filter coffee.
This is, he had given me once. It just wakes you up, gets you ready for the day.
लोगों को लगेगा आप ना sarcastic हो रहे हो.
अरे नहीं यार, I have so much he has given me.
Even a Martian who has never tasted products on Earth will not be that excited about coffee as
Taste-
क्या है?
Taste of Coorg products are just fucking A class. That's why.
That is there.
Yeah.
But you look forward to it like a person who is looking at porn video for the first time. ये दिखा ना खोल के. This is Coorg pork pickle.
What? even if I lose, you're giving me that. Okay, please. That's it. क्या हुआ यार? I told you they're hostile against me. Please comment below.
That reaction.
I like the products. What is the thing in not sharing?
Ranveer Singh after he has consumed something. Oh my goodness. Superb. Okay, we'll approach the video with same amount of excitement. 5 historical videos. Let's start with the first video.
1.1.
Und deshalb haben wir uns dazu entschlossen, heute also Genossen, mir ist es hier also mitgeteilt worden, dass eine solche Voraussetzungen, Reiseanlässe und Verwandtschaftsverhältnisse beantragt werden. Die Genehmigungen werden kurzfristig erteilt. Visa zur ständigen Ausreise unverzüglich zu erteilen, ohne dass dafür noch geltende Voraussetzungen für eine ständige Ausreise vorliegen müssen.
Alright, you can shut the video. Agar this is a foreign language, don't tell me what the language is. Alright, now this press conference led to one of the most important events in history of the last 30-40 odd years.
Sure.
This press conference shows a mistake by the speaker which led to a very big historical event that very night. इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में बंदे ने एक अंग्रेजी शब्द यूज अंग्रेजी शब्द है वो यूज किया था. अगर वो आपने सुना है टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द वीडियो आपको पता हो सकता है कि व्हाट इज ही टॉकिंग अबाउट. दिस पर्सन हिस्टोरिकली मेक्स वन स्मॉल मिस्टेक in the press conference which leads to the event of the very same night. Can you tell me which language is the person speaking in?
मैं पहले लिख
Which language? And that's not the question. Which language is the person speaking in?
Sprachen Sie Deutsch? I
क्या-
studied German in school. All right.
ठीक है. You shouldn't have said it with that much confidence. I wouldn't have said कि don't. So when before only the questions,
It is German.
only the questions I tell you कि our actual questions पे points मिलेंगे. Answer with that much confidence. Okay. Anyway, the
Is it German?
question is.
Is it German?
The question, I can't tell you that. The question is, what historical event happens the very same night?
लिख लो.
2 मिनट टाइम दोगे?
आपने सेकंड लिखा है ना, आपने लिख लिया ना, ठीक है, रोहन तो ऐसे ही बोल सकता है.
हाँ, तो उनको थोड़ा सोचने का ट्राई
हाँ,
कर
ठीक है,
लो.
ठीक है,
अब मेरे को बता दिया है.
Just go for anything.
War.
All right, what is it?
Not too sure, but I'm definitely guessing from what the script that I've heard. They broke the wall that night.
So बीच में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में एक सवाल पूछा जाता है इससे. So this guy was announcing easing of visa restrictions. ईस्ट जर्मन से वेस्ट जर्मनी जा सकते हो.
Right.
तो न्यूज़ रिपोर्टर पूछा आपसे कि उनसे कि कब से होगा ये. तो ही वाज हैंडेड अ पेज, उसमें लिखा कि एज फार एज आई नो इट्स इमीडिएट.
Right.
People went berserk, they started crossing over the wall.
yeah.
People started thronging the wall, and then some security guard decided, fuck it, open the gate.
Really?
Open the gate. And once this people started flowing, traffic over the next
Right.
few months or whatever, the wall was broken down, and that's when East Germany. So that night, because of the mistake in the press conference, people interpreted it as कि सारे ये हट गए. They were looking to ease visa restrictions, and gradually ऐसे कुछ. But that led to the fall of the Berlin Wall.
And Ronald Reagan was the president of America at that point of time, and he said, Mr. Gorbachev, break down this wall.
He said that in 87.
Yeah.
This happened in 1989.
89, two year, okay. So,
But yeah, that was more because of, okay, that takes away my second question. The question was, who was the Soviet leader during that time? आपने already बता दिया. And US का नहीं पूछता मैं. ठीक है, इस question के लिए what happened here, you get 3 points.
okay.
I'm going to ask you one more question. This anybody can get it right. This question will get you only 1 point. The question is, Berlin Wall fell down in 1989.
हाँ.
In which year was the construction of Berlin Wall started? It started with something called the Brandenburg Gate. I will give you 4 options. The options are 1947, B 1961, C 1973, D 1968. Walls construction start होने के कुछ महीने पहले ही ईस्टर्न जर्मनी के हेड ने बोला था कि ऐसा कोई प्लान नहीं है हमारा वॉल बिल्ड करने का. एंड आफ्टर अ फ्यू मंथ्स द बिल्डिंग ऑफ द वॉल स्टार्टेड because they were alarmed with the number of people crossing over from East Germany to West Germany. Okay, Niladri, what's your guess? Thank you.
Sorry about that. 61.
Okay. Both of you get 1 point. 1961 is the year the construction of the Berlin
4-1
Wall.
is the score, right?
4-1 is the score.
4-1, is that right? 4-1. 4-1 is here, 4 is here.
Can't even trash talk because मुझे पता है इसमें मेरे को हारना है.
No. Actually, second से हो सकता है सक्सेस मिल सकता है.
बिल्कुल भी ऐसे मत बोलो.
Would have been so apparently the coverage on CNN during this Berlin Wall fall was so legendary that even American spies and people in American government were watching CNN to find out exactly what is happening in the streets.
Right.
CNN did superb coverage of the fall of Berlin Wall.
Guess who went at who was helming the Russian embassy or whatever you call that.
Putin.
Yeah.
Putin was there in one of where was he? I don't know, but he was in the Russian intelligence back then.
He calmed down everybody and made things.
Mikhail Gorbachev से बहुत बात Putin after he became leader of Russia, Mikhail Gorbachev से पूछा गया था.
Right.
So Mikhail Gorbachev, for Russians, he is villain because his policies led to the breakup of Soviet Empire.
Perestroika.
Perestroika, glasnost बोल के दो कुछ तो था.
बोल रहे हो यार क्या सही हो यार आपका हिस्ट्री पे कमांड. हाँ.
So these policies eventually led to different countries demanding freedom, and then Soviet Empire broke off. And while Soviet Empire was breaking off, Mikhail Gorbachev resigned because he said that there can be issues of the country is on the verge of civil war, and I don't want to be head of Soviet president now because it's a country filled with a lot of nukes.
Yeah.
So civil war will have tragical consequences.
Correct.
And then Russia became Russia, and every country became independent after that. बहुत सालों बाद उनसे पूछा गया था. He says कि हाँ, of course, I had started more freedom amongst people,
Right.
but there are some people right now for whom freedom is basically, I forgot the word that he used, but people who can't tolerate freedom. So they said, are you talking about Vladimir Putin? He says कि whoever it is, that person is. So they asked, does Putin call you for any tips and all? He says, no, he already knows everything.
Right.
He doesn't have to.
He was at the KGB at that point.
Right. So Gorbachev was never liked Putin. He was a Putin critic for that matter, and said that Putin hates. Putin, of course, has remarked that breakup of Soviet Empire was one of the most tragical things that happened in the 20th or 19th century for that matter. And NATO accuses Putin, saying that his dreams are of reoccupying or reconstructing the Soviet Empire. Putin says nahi, but then he continues to occupy.
He's pissed off with Ukraine for joining almost,
He's occupied territories of Georgia, he's Crimea 2014 May, and everything. And the idea is people who support Putin would say कि अरे Putin तो बोल रहा है नहीं करेगा. But the point is, before occupying any region, Putin has always said we have no intentions of doing that, and then he goes exactly the opposite. Exactly the opposite and does that.
Yeah.
So NATO right now thinks that Putin, after he's done with Ukraine, Putin would need 5 years to rearm his military, and then he would invade a NATO country. Estonia वगैरह think it is not a question of if, but when. The problem with that is NATO has a security pact, which if Donald Trump comes in, they don't know if Donald Trump will keep their promises. So NATO countries have a security alliance कि an attack on one is an attack of all, on all. So an attack on any NATO country would usher in Third World War. But Putin can probably only do that if he sees Donald Trump is somebody who is taking off security guarantees, because Donald Trump is threatening to do exactly that, saying that if I become president, I might not honor the security arrangements. So if Donald Trump doesn't honor that, Putin will get a freer hand to invade other countries. But again, there are a lot of other complications in this. This is a very simplistic view of what might happen.
Yeah, super.
Thank you.
Just a sidebar, Shine.
Yes.
I just want to ask Rohan this. You know this, so you don't say it.
यार आप क्विज खेल तो रहे हैं आप.
Gorbachev had a birthmark. Which part of his body was on the
Testicles.
आपने ऐसे खोल के दिखाएगा, देखो मेरा टट्टी और यहाँ पे टट्टे.
His right इधर होगा.
Exactly.
हाँ. Okay, next video.
We had to take out the radar sites at 2:38 in the morning, so all the aircraft could fly through this corridor.
The Apaches take off, cruising just 50 feet above the ground to avoid radar detection. There's a total blackout on navigation lights. Total radio silence. It takes just over 2 hours for the Apaches to reach the radar towers. When they're 5 miles away, they hover for a moment, surveying their target. This is actual footage from General Cody's mission, the very first Apache strikes.
When we pulled the trigger, all 4 aircraft shot at the same time. You got 4 to 6 Hellfires en route. The time of flight's about 12 seconds. And then all of a sudden they start hitting. And when they start hitting, things start exploding pretty quickly, especially when we hit where the generators and all the fuel was.
Okay, go to sets right here. Do it.
At about 4 kilometers, we started opening up with the rockets that had the flechette rounds, and that was to take out the air defense guns that were out in front. And then as we get closer, we'd open up with the 30 millimeter and finish off the job.
It's 4 minutes of mayhem with 100% destruction.
We put in excess of about 40 Hellfire missiles on the target, a couple hundred flechette rockets, and a lot of 30 millimeter, and then broke and flew low level back.
Destroying the radar towers opens up a piece of the sky 20 miles wide.
About 5 minutes into the flight back, we could see the jets coming in right over our head. And that's how the air war started.
All right. So, this of course is talking about a war. My question is, it is the start of the air war of which war? Second जो person जाएगा, that person writes it down. The first one can just tell it to me.
नहीं उल्टा बोल रहे हो आप.
नहीं, second जो जाएगा वो लिखेगा ताकि first one को सुन के वो आंसर चेंज ना कर सके. Which war is that?
Does it have a name?
I mean, we all, yeah. I mean, of course, every war has a name.
There's a storm.
What's your answer?
Country क्या है रेजिस्ट्रॉम?
What's your answer?
पहले बताओ.
What's your
Iraq, US Iraq.
So both of you are right. It's the same war. What is the name of the war? That was my second question, but आपने बोल दिया already answer. The answer is Desert Storm. This is
ऐसे
the
बचा लिया आपने यार, थोड़ा शो ऑफ करने के चक्कर में बचा लिया आपने बस यार।
तुमने इराकी लिखा था ना?
इराक ये देखो ले।
हाँ ठीक है। So yeah, so this is the start of the Iraq war. Iraq, USA.
नहीं मैंने इसलिए बोला कि अगर सेकंड क्वेश्चन आ जाता तो मुझे पता नहीं था।
पॉइंट्स के बारे में बताओ जान, क्या कितने?
Both of you get 3 points.
7
4
7 4.
All right. The question for which I will give you
के बाद
1 point is Desert Storm was of course the name of the operation. मैं 4 लिखा भी था ऑप्शन, मेरे को लगा था पता नहीं डेजर्ट स्टॉर्म बता पाओगे कि नहीं, बट खैर दैट वाज द 4 ऑप्शंस दैट आई हैड टू नेम द ऑपरेशन ऑफ यूएस वेयर एंड्योरिंग फ्रीडम, डेजर्ट स्टॉर्म, डेजर्ट फॉक्स एंड ऑपरेशन डी, ऑपरेशन बारबरोसा. सो द आंसर, तुझे पता था डेजर्ट स्टॉर्म था? नहीं पता था. एंड्योरिंग फ्रीडम कौन सा ऑपरेशन था? ये पॉइंट्स नहीं है, बता रहा हूँ. यूएस ऑपरेशन, दिस इज अ वॉर वी हैव ऑल सीन.
I know about this, it's not coming into my mind.
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, yeah.
Enduring Freedom, Desert Storm was this. Desert Fox was not the name of an operation, हो सकता है, but Desert Fox was famously the name of
a fox in Sahara desert.
Desert Fox was name of somebody जिस पर आगे question होगा, so I'm not telling you.
ओए यार, वो क्वेश्चन तो गया मेरा.
Desert Storm, come again. क्या आपने क्या बोला?
Desert Fox. तुझे पता है?
नहीं मैं गया मेरा बोला मैंने, वो 1 पॉइंट तो गया मेरा.
नहीं पूछूंगा. Operation D was Operation Barbarossa. Barbarossa was Nazi operation of invading Soviet Union. So these are 4 operations. Anyway, here's a question for 1 mark. Iraq invaded which country? जिसके लिए US and a lot of other countries started that war against Iraq.
No, you can fucking give that option. Come
Why?
on, man. Everybody knows.
I don't think he knows.
Come on, Shai.
I don't think
that is not right.
नहीं, मेरे पास ऑप्शन है.
Option
मैं
है.
हर एक में ऑप्शन दे रहा
मैं
हूँ.
फिर भी हार जाऊंगा.
मैं सिर्फ थर्ड क्वेश्चन में ऑप्शन नहीं दूंगा.
मैं फिर भी हार जाऊंगा, टेंशन मत लो.
But which country was invaded by Iraq? This was also known as the Gulf War, also known as the video game war apparently, because this is the first time war के ऐसे videos आ रहे थे daily on news channel. So people also called it the video game war. Anyway, the 4 options. Which country did Iraq invade? Option A Syria, option B Iran, option C Kuwait, or option D Jordan.
This mango thing is damn.
इसका मैं आपको एक मस्त ट्रिविया नहीं, मैं कहानी बताता हूँ इसका छोटा सा.
मैंने तो लिख दिया.
All right, what's your answer, Niladri?
Kuwait.
What's your answer?
Syria.
Kuwait. Niladri gets 1 point.
8-4, Baba.
वाह यार.
So 4 or 4? हाँ 8.
बहुत मुश्किल हो रही है. एक 4 पॉइंट का इजी क्वेश्चन दोगे?
So basically,
just slip in a question about.
but do you remember why did Iraq invade Kuwait?
It has something to do with oil.
हाँ, so Kuwait was producing more oil and hence.
कर रहे हो यार. हर क्वेश्चन, हर आंसर का ऐसे कर रहे हैं यार.
So basically, Iraq economy was in shambles.
Shambles, yeah.
They were fighting what 8?
Iran-Iraq war हो रहा था, and they fucked it up.
Correct, एकदम correct. Iran war हुआ था. They fucked up the economy. कुवैत से बोल रहा था इराक की कट डाउन योर ऑयल प्रोडक्शन बिकॉज सो दैट ऑयल प्राइसेस हाई हो एंड हमें थोड़ा सा बेनिफिट मिले बिकॉज वी आर सेलिंग आवर ऑयल. कुवैत रिफ्यूज टू डू दैट एंड इराक ओड कुवैत मनी बिकॉज दे आर टेकिंग लोन. सो दे सेड सारे मर्ज की एक ही दवा, सारे इसकी एक ही दवा, लेट मी इन्वेड कुवैत एंड देन सऊदी अरेबिया एंड एवरी अदर कंट्री. सो व्हाट इराक डिड, वन ऑफ द थिंग्स दैट दे डिड was Israel was not a part of this war. While these countries trying to invade Iraq or tried just driving Kuwait away, driving Iraq away from Kuwait rather, Iraq started shooting missiles at Israel.
They were firing Scud missiles.
Scud missiles
at Israel.
Israel. So
sorry, I'm so sorry.
Great यार, आपको सच में नॉलेज काफी अच्छा है इस बात का.
I'm sorry.
So
Only in history.
So because अगर Israel इन पे अटैक करता, then so every Muslim country was against Israel. So all the Muslim countries would be on the same side as Israel. Now that couldn't happen. So that would have given the Muslim countries an opportunity to, or Israel or Iraq could have tried to do it like West versus Muslim versus Middle East.
क्या political strategy?
It's a political strategy.
Israel, so UK and US told Israel कि आप अटैक मत करो, we'll try and finish off the Scud missile. There is a very famous operation which British SAS, Special Air Squad, they tried to mount inside Iraq, which was destruction of Scud missiles. That mission failed, but is one of the most famous SAS missions. 8-man team went into Iraq, poorly prepared.
मैंने बताया था ये
हाँ,
शायद।
out of which 3 died, 4 were captured, and one crossed over back into Syria, after which he was handed over to Britishers.
The thing was, these Russian Scud missiles, a lot of them landed in Israel as duds. Like they just landed. but
They didn't do too much damage.
Yeah, they didn't explode much. Okay, obviously, if a missile comes to your house, you would probably get some construction, but you'll not get fire and all that. So I don't know why Iraq fired duds, or whether they
didn't fire duds. They fired missiles. Some of them exploded. Some of them didn't explode at the right places. So UK told Israel कि आप लोग अटैक मत करो, हम लोग जाके हैंडल करेंगे. But the 8-member team crossed into. Very soon it was spotted by a local shepherd. He alerted Iraq military. Iraq military chased them. But these 8-member team left devastation in their wake. Some 90 odd Iraqi soldiers they killed. Before 3 were eventually captured, 3 died and 1 crossed over.
Yes, bro. I mean, come on.
अरे फिर भी यार।
लेकिन but they were poor. I have one SS बंदा कह रहा था, we had 2 weapons with us. We had poor clothing. The weather was the biggest threat to them.
Right.
So काफी लोग weather के लिए out of 3 people, 1 or 2 passed away because of the weather.
Right.
They said weather was our biggest enemy, not even Iraqi military.
Right.
They continued to invade Iraqi military for quite 14-15 days before they were captured.
8-4.
Solid.
8-4.
Don't rub it in. Enough.
Okay. All right. Video number 3. ये तो तेरे को पता है.
ऐसा मत बोला करो यार आप।
No, because I know you've read this.
हाँ, ये तो पता है मुझे, लग रहा है मुझे। आपको?
Yeah.
But if you win this, you equal Niladri score.
नहीं, अगर नीलाद्री
How
सर को
come
भी पता है।
I'm 8, he's 4.
Correct.
This is not 4 points, right?
3 points मिल जाएगा अगर आपको नहीं मिले तो.
8-7 हो जाएगा.
अरे पता
Correct.
है
Plus
यार।
एक और सवाल पूछूंगा मैं.
अरे आप वीडियो देख लो।
8-4.
ठीक है, both of you kind of know. Sorry, didn't put audio in it because that is taken
There's a
from
commentary happening.
news coverage and stuff.
so.
And you can pause the video खुद से and comment down below कि आपको क्या लगता है क्या है ये. The question is very simple. The question is what historical incident is happening here? Number 3. All right, both of you have seen the video.
हाँ।
Rohan, write down your answer. Niladri, आप बोल सकते हो खुद.
ठीक है. Let him finish writing. Because as I'll speak, he'll just write what I speak.
Dictation.
Yeah.
हाँ, बताओ।
Okay, Niladri, yes.
Munich Olympics, yeah, when Israeli athletes were gunned down. And
ठीक है.
वही, same.
All right, both of you get 3 points for this answer.
11-7.
All right, another question for 1 point is, the terrorist organization का नाम क्या है जिसने ये ऑपरेशन माउंट किया था?
ऑप्शन दे दो।
ऑप्शन नहीं दूंगा मैं. I'll tell you the hint.
हाँ।
It's very easy because सबको याद है इसका. It's a 2-word answer. The first word is the name of a color. The second word is the name of a month.
हाँ, शायद नहीं हाँ नहीं बोला मैंने।
मुझे पता है, ये तेरे को पता है. मैं ऑपरेशन का नाम भी पूछ सकता था, but I know you know the name of the operation.
यार तो पूछ लो ना यार।
नहीं, ऑपरेशन I know it because you discussed it once with me.
आपको ऑपरेशन का नाम पता है?
Okay, terrorist organization, 2-word answer. It's the name of a color is the first word. The second word is the name of a month.
Yellow April.
I'm guessing it's Black November.
What's your answer?
Shit यार, मैं पता नहीं क्यों ऐसा लगा Black September कर।
Black September is the right answer. 1 point to Rohan.
11-8.
11-8.
11-8.
चांसेस है कि वो ऑपरेशन के बारे में कोई सवाल आए?
नहीं. Operation
Wrath of God.
Wrath of God. The Operation Wrath of God was the Israeli operation to eliminate each and every person they identified who was responsible for these. अच्छा, you saw charred helicopters. Do you know what happened?
हाँ। तो हमें को पता है क्या हुआ था, आई गेसिंग। तो वो क्या हुआ था, टेररिस्ट भागना चाह रहे थे एंड उनके लिए हेलीकॉप्टर मंगवा के रखा था एंड देन वो एथलीट्स को लेकर उस हेलीकॉप्टर में भाग रहे थे. बट इन्होंने क्या किया था, इन्होंने ऑलरेडी सेटअप बिठा के रखा था जर्मन पुलिस ने कि हम इनको मार देंगे. जैसी इनको भनक पड़ी वैसे ही इन्होंने डिस्ट्रक्शन स्टार्ट कर दिया और बहुत सारे एथलीट्स.
And which country assisted with their secret service or special forces to actually get these guys from Palestine who did what they did in Munich Olympics. Which
So, I mean, so it was a Mossad operation, but a lot of countries would have helped. US would have helped.
Brits helped. The Brit embassy was right next to the Olympic Village, so they had more access, and they put microphones through the walls to actually listen as
to what they were saying.
What they were saying, and they had Arabic or whatever interpreters to tell them that ye kar raha hai, they're moving this, they're moving that, and all, and that's how they went in and finished.
लेकिन सुनने में आया था कि ऑल्दो सबको थ्रेट था वहां पे, उस ओलंपिक स्पोर्ट्स विलेज में बिल्कुल सिक्योरिटी नहीं
बिल्कुल नहीं था। उनको लगा ही नहीं था कि ओलंपिक विलेज पर कोई अटैक कर सकता है।
लोगों को थ्रेट था, लेकिन इन्होंने बोला कि अरे नहीं, हम तो सेफ हैं, क्योंकि इनको भी प्रूव करना था कि भाई वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद अब हम सेफ जगह हो चुके हैं।
So they didn't want to deploy too much of military and police and all. They didn't, because the world is coming back. 1936 में उनका ओलंपिक्स हुआ था, which was the era of Hitler, जिसको लेके हमने लास्ट वीडियो में डिस्कस किया था, and then 1972 में हो रहा है. So they didn't want to project that image, and it also Germany refused to pay reparations to the victims of Munich Olympic attacks for a long time.
In fact, if you haven't watched this, and if you guys haven't watched this, and Rohan, if you haven't watched this, watch this movie from Steven Spielberg. It's called Munich.
Really, खतरनाक movie है.
It'll give you the entire story, and it's very well done, very well produced, very well shot. So do watch Munich.
So 1973 में they had to stop the assassinations because by mistake they had killed a Norwegian waiter, saying कि यार ये था.
Was this at that point of time the Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir?
I thought that would be one of the questions, but here, Golda Meir was one of the. Golda Meir was also involved in the formation of the Israeli state.
Right.
And then served as the 4th Prime Minister, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
All right, so that is video number 3. The score stands at 11-8.
Correct.
Correct. We'll move on to the 4th one.
This is something that you know apparently. Is what Shine.
Audio नहीं है. किशोर कुमार जैसे लगते हैं यार ये.
All right, the question is, who is the person that you're seeing on screen? A historical figure who became even more popular 354 years ago.
प्लीज सही हो जाए भगवान, में कोई पॉइंट चाहिए, मुझे चाहिए यार, मुझे चाहिए आंसर. मेरे को पहले भी वही लगा था,
लेकिन हिस्टोरिकल फिगर who became really popular.
और हिंट मत दो यार प्लीज, और हिंट मत दो प्लीज.
In India, in India he became even more popular.
Oh shit, फिर तो मेरा भी गलत हो सकता है.
In India this historical figure became popular in हमारे लिए, वर्ल्ड की कॉन्शियसनेस तो या तो उस नेशन के कॉन्शियसनेस.
बट आप ये उसकी कोई नेशनैलिटी रिवील करना चाहते हो?
He is not Indian.
Shit, मैंने गलत पूछा.
It's a lovely reveal that he's done. He's not Indian.
अच्छा आप बोल रहे हो सर, बहुत टाइम हो गया.
Rohan knows this one.
Go for it.
नहीं आप बोलो.
Who is this really popular personality?
भगवान प्लीज
53 years ago.
बस
एक सेकंड यार, ये तेरे को भी देता. 53 years ago. माइनस करो
प्लीज यार, अब बस यार.
Got it. I think so.
Okay, Rohan, you go. ना आपने लिखा नहीं है.
नहीं.
आप बोलो.
मुजीबुर रहमान.
What is your answer? Yes.
यार अब क्यों इतना यार? Shit यार, मेरा चांस था इक्वल करने का यार.
Sorry brother.
मेरे को वो नेशनैलिटी वाला पूछना नहीं चाहिए था यार, कोई गलत हो गया.
1 mark question. मुजीबुर रहमान को क्या हुआ था इसके बाद? अच्छा वो 1 mark question है, but you know what happened to मुजीबुर रहमान?
नहीं.
Do you know what happened to मुजीबुर रहमान?
Is there points for this?
No.
We liberated Bangladesh, right?
हाँ वो तो पता है मुझे.
And
मुजीबुर रहमान को पर्सनली क्या हुआ पूछ रहे हो या?
उसके बाद क्या हुआ मुजीबुर रहमान के साथ? आपको भी नहीं पता, आपको पता होगा, आपको याद नहीं आ रहा है.
याद नहीं आ रहा है, but I.
मुजीबुर रहमान was assassinated.
Correct.
He was survived by 2 daughters who were not there at his house during the assassination. Rest of his family was gunned down. Can you tell me the name of any of the daughters? Don't tell me, write down.
ऑप्शन नहीं है.
नहीं.
अगर मैं फर्स्ट लेटर बता दूं तो?
फर्स्ट लेटर बता दो. फर्स्ट लेटर.
इससे कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा.
नहीं छोड़.
नेम S.
हाँ नहीं, मैं बोल रहा था फर्स्ट लेटर बता दूं तो.
हट।
ऐसा तो मुझे ही पता था, वो लीडर भी रही है बांग्लादेश की।
Okay, what is your answer? You have just written it down. As you think, additional information. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was assassinated on the day of 15th of August. Year मैं अभी नहीं बता रहा हूँ, अगर पूछना पड़े तो पूछ सकता हूँ मैं.
Tell me something. Who's the Prime Minister of Bangladesh right now?
Why?
I just want to know.
ऐसे बता रहे हो तो मैं कोई बता.
It's out there in the open, right? I just fucking have to Google it to find out. But
वही तो सब सारे आंसर्स के बारे में वही चीज है.
she
Okay, can't ask this question. Is done and dusted.
Okay, Shafiqa is my guess anyways.
Shafiqa is incorrect.
अच्छा, अगर अब चांस मत दो, मैंने तो लास्ट.
The current Prime Minister of Bangladesh is the daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
That's
क्या
exactly.
नाम है, क्या नाम है? नाम नहीं पता मुझे.
I will not give you points for this.
नाम
Did you tell me the name?
नाम क्या है ये तो मुझे ही पता था बांग्लादेश.
I know who the person is. I
Tell
just
me.
didn't know the name, but I hit the right spot.
No,
And I said,
Did
who
I
is the Prime
Did I ask you name or post?
अच्छा, क्या नाम है बता दो यार अभी.
Sheikh Hasina.
शेख
Sheikh
हसीना.
11-8 still stands at that.
यार क्यों यार मुजीबुर रहमान बताया यार.
Yeah, you only asked nationality. He said he's famous in India. I mean, and look at him how he looks. Kishore Kumar, mixture of Kishore Kumar and Mukesh.
बहुत गलत.
नहीं. Additional.
एडिशनल प्ले करना.
Acha, so additional, Mujibur Rahman was assassinated in his house. Indian intelligence agencies had gone over to do an intelligence assessment and told him, you have a threat to life. Shouldn't remain here. Beef up your security. I think we have warned him twice. He said, बांग्लादेश के लोगों से मुझे कोई डेंजर नहीं है. Intelligence officer comes back to India, he is gunned down. मैं ईयर नहीं पूछता हूँ, हो गया. Year was 1975 when he was gunned down, 15th of August. And the footage, I don't know if I can air it or not. It is very grainy footage of the dead bodies in the house.
नहीं डालने नहीं है वीडियो. अपने चैनल पे कम्युनिटी गाइडलाइन आ जाएगा फालतू में.
I know nobody wants to read books nowadays, but अगर किसी को पढ़ना है, there is a book called Blood Telegrams. It was written by US ambassador to Bangladesh back then, to US, telling कि यहाँ पे इतना कुछ हो रहा है, but US was supporting Pakistan. He was trying to influence public opinion or government opinion in US by writing these telegrams.
Nixon was in charge.
हाँ, Nixon and Kissinger.
Yeah, Nixon was in charge.
Kissinger.
Did you know Nixon was in charge? Oh, right.
हाँ, no, because he saw that movie, Sam Manekshaw.
Oh, sorry, Manekshaw वाली movie.
Yeah, Sam Manekshaw movie is such a nice movie. I don't know why people are saying I read in Indian Express कि बहुत खराब है. Such a nice movie.
अच्छी तो movie है.
Yeah. And the way Vicky Kaushal portrayed, superb.
Imagine that posture, the walk, everything.
वो so है, but the way this person speaks.
No. Now I did it like Devanand, but he was very good at it. Yeah.
Sweetie, अगर हम फ्लर्ट कर रहे हो,
देखो आप और मैं कर रहे तो देवानंद जैसा कर रहा है.
नहीं ऐसी बात करते थे वो.
नहीं उसने बहुत अलग, उसने बहुत क्लास में किया था बहुत.
अरे हाँ, मैं तो बस विकी कौशल कॉपी कर रहा हूँ, बट आई एम सेइंग द टेक्सचर, आई डोंट नो, टोनैलिटी तो करते दा ऐसे करके बात करते थे. एनीवे, so that is 4. We'll move on to the last one. This is of World War II.
अरे यार क्या इसमें तो मैं गया.
5 चलाओ.
चला दिया.
As you watch the video, this video is of a very popular.
नहीं कुछ मत बोलो.
Okay. कुछ नहीं दिखेगा. This is just battle footage. मुझे लग रहा है कोई नहीं बता पाएगा शायद. Alright, so this is actual battle footage of the preparation and a few moments of the battle as well. This battle was turned the war decisively to the Allied side. This was one of the most important battles, one of the biggest battle. I think this is the biggest battle of World War II. The question is, what big battle are we talking about here? अच्छा, here's a hint. ऋषि कपूर ने इस नाम की एक मूवी की थी.
आपने तो आंसर लिख दिया ना.
ऋषि कपूर की this is one of the most famous battles of World War II. This turned the battle decisively towards the Allied side, and this was really important battle in context of World War II. This is the battle. अगर World War II के battles के बारे में है, और ऋषि कपूर ने इस battle के नाम की एक movie की थी, but that movie was not about this battle. That was about something else. That was about underworld.
लिख लो यार मेरे को क्विज करने का।
आपको आंसर हो गया क्या? आपको पता है क्या आंसर?
Guessing.
Okay, तू लिख या तू जा पहले, बोल दे मेरे को, बोल दे।
बोल दो।
नहीं, मेरे को कोई उतना आइडिया नहीं है।
मैंने लिख लिया तो
I'm just going with that movie clue, Burning Train.
Okay, what's your answer?
This is the Battle of Normandy.
You're right.
कौन सा मूवी?
The movie is D-Day. This is the D-Day battle of World War II.
Christopher Nolan made a movie called Dunkirk. All right, and that was on the Battle of Normandy.
Right.
When they entered the shores, they had the Germans by the balls, and it was a very tough move to make, and therefore and thereby Christopher Nolan did a masterpiece.
You know, there's this game, one of the very few video games that I played in life. It's called Medal of Honor. Us game mein, one of these operations was you're a soldier who is invading, who is part of the World War II contingent, who is trying to make your landing to Normandy beaches.
Normandy beaches, yeah.
Now, usme it's as close as a first-hand account of what I can.
सही तो है यार, सही तो है।
As close as account of a first-person account that you can get of how or what it was to be on that beach. In that game I have played 10-12 years ago. It's basically like there were these cross type of things on beaches. You have to get out of the boat and hide. It's like मैं boat से game में मुझे याद है, it was so frustrating I couldn't cross that level. Boat से बाहर निकलते I was shot down. Boat से बाहर निकलते I was shot down. Because for German fortifications, it was a line of fortifications on the beach, and you're an open field of hundreds and thousands and lakhs of people coming in, and you're just shooting them down with gunfire. And it was so difficult to make it from the boat onto the beach, and then fit up the beach, you have to make it to the fortifications and defeat them.
When the boats, the amphibious boats which came in.
तो कैसे किया फिर?
No, the trenches for the German soldiers were a little
on the height.
On the height, so they had a vantage point. All right.
So it was just sheer mass of people. It was you throw enough people, some get through, and once they get through, and also there were some paratroopers who landed beyond the enemy lines through aeroplanes. I'll give you two interesting trivia. उस Medal of Honor games में मुझे पता चला था one of the mines that they were using to blast the barbed wires was called Bangalore, because it was produced in Bangalore.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That is
Bangalore and Ordnance Factory back then. So उस game में मुझे पता चला था. बाद में I looked for it कि देखा हाँ सच में है. It's called Bangalore's. Second piece. So now the Germans knew that if they invade, this is the likely place. If they had reinforced their fortifications a lot more, it would have been, if US got it was a huge, like, or putting all their eggs in one basket kind of battle. Huge number of people were thrown at it, right? So they said कि अगर they are sure कि हम लोग इधर invade कर रहे हैं, and they put their most forces here, then we are done, because it's open beach, they have all the advantage. So to fool them, to make them think that we are not landing here but in another place in Sicily or somewhere, they conducted an operation. British MI6 or MI5, MI6 होगा शायद, conducted an operation called Operation Mincemeat, in which the writer of James Bond, Ian Fleming, was also involved. Operation Mincemeat was, they got a dead body, dressed him up in Spanish officer's clothes or Italian officer's clothes, put some papers in it, put them into the sea, and made sure that the body washes up onto Spanish shores. I think it was British soldier or what soldier, I don't know. Put them British soldiers, random dead body, so that the body washed into Spanish shores. Spain was technically neutral, but it has a fascist dictator back then, and they were supporting Axis. So उनको पता था कि अगर स्पेन के इस बीच में अगर body wash होता है, the intelligence will go to Germans and Italians and Axis.
Whoa!
In that there were battle plans. In that there were battle plans to invade the other location, the name of which I forgot. So that operation apparently, and they went to great lengths to dress up the body, make it seem like the body has been in sea for some time, the papers were half soiled, and the body was dropped from from a boat onto so that it washes up to a shore,
Right.
trying to make all of these things look as believable as possible. The body did wash up to the shore. Spain's, that beaches, whoever that person is, intelligence got that body. Information was passed on to the Germans. The Germans reinforced some other location while the main invasion happened at Normandy. So this is that's a decoy.
Also good story.
So this is called
अच्छा reveal
Operation
है
Mincemeat. There has been a movie released last year itself. Superb movie. You can go ahead and watch it.
कौन सा पिक्चर है?
Operation Mincemeat, I think, is the name of the movie as well. Operation Mincemeat was the name of the operation as well.
चलो let's
14-8.
14-8? 14-8. Okay, I will ask you one more question. Let me ask you two more questions.
No points for this, right?
इसमें points है. I will give you...
आप enjoy करो ना 16
Okay, I'll give you 2 points for this if you get the answer right. इस operation में, D-Day, on the German side, there was a very famous commander who oversaw some fortifications of the German line, defense of the German line. He was a very popular German commander whose nickname was Desert Fox. This is one German commander, a general, I don't know what his position was, but he was respected by both the sides. Later on, he became anti-Hitler and he was assassinated. He was killed basically. But he was his nickname was Desert Fox. He fought in the desert wars in Africa. And I think Churchill remarked about him, saying that one man is defeating us, ऐसा कुछ करके बोला था assembly में. Would you know the name? All right, I'll give you the first name.
There was a movie made on this with Tom Cruise in it.
No, I think you're thinking of the wrong thing. No. I don't know if that movie had. The first name of this guy is Erwin, E-R-W-I-N. One of the most charismatic commanders of the Nazi Germany, respected by both sides. His name is Erwin Rommel. नहीं सुना नाम? अच्छा, I thought. Okay, this Normandy landings, D-Day landings was ultimately the baby of, I think one particular American commander had the overall responsibility for it. And he said कि अगर ये fail करता है, I'll take all responsibilities. Very popular American commander. I'll give you 4 options. Tell me which is right.
Sure.
Option A, Douglas MacArthur. Option B, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Option C, George Marshall. Option D, Ulysses Grant. All right, what's your answer?
मैंने तो लिख दिया ना.
What's your answer?
Douglas MacArthur.
What's your answer?
George.
Both of you are incorrect. It is Dwight D. Eisenhower, who later on did become American president.
No?
He did become American president. Yes, Dwight.
14-8. Sorry, 14-8.
14-8. With that, we are at the end of the history episode.
History episode में तो I come here to get my ass kicked.
मैं तो ये ले रहा हूँ. I'm so sorry.
ठीक है. अच्छा अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ एपिसोड.
बहुत देर हो गया हम लोग. Okay. Now we will try and effect a change. Depends on to the editor. Editor कैसे कर पाते हैं. And
एक सेकंड पहले बता दो तो क्या होने वाला है.
Oh अच्छा. So now the next part of the episode is Niladri hosting a quiz show. Just a quiz. There's nothing else to it. All right. We will see how the editor changes it and the host changes in 3, 2, 1.
Scotty just beamed me up into the Star Trek. I don't know how I landed here, but yes.
What a line. Scotty just beamed me into the Star Trek. All right, we are here.
जल्दी करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, जल्दी करते हैं, but I have to tell you that this is the first time I'm hosting after the pandemic. And a lot of people perished, a lot of people got coronavirus and all, but I'm still here. And let me tell you one thing, it's a quiz show, but I will be open enough to tell you that I'm not a great history person like how Cheyenne is. I think Cheyenne is, he should be a real good, he would have been a great history professor if he was in college or school or whichever academic institution. But I'm going to try my best. I can't fill his shoes, but
ठीक है यार आप स्टार्ट करो. बहुत क्विज है.
एक सेकंड. Well, this
वर्क.
पक्का.
हाँ.
देखो
बहुत तो हो जाएगा, but will it be difficult for them?
No. Why will it be difficult?
Cool.
देखो I made 2 buckets, but you want one question to the both of you.
Both. हाँ.
Okay, let's go.
फास्ट करेंगे. चलो जीतेंगे हम.
एक सेकंड. इससे पहले कि हम क्विज की तरफ आगे बढ़े, एक छोटी सी वार्निंग है कि इस क्विज में दिए गए बहुत सारे सवालों के जवाब जो है वो गलत है. ये हमें ऑब्वियसली शूट के बाद पता चला, जब हमें थोड़ा सा डाउट हुआ कंसिडरिंग प्रीवियस रेपुटेशन जो नीलाद्री ने मेंटेन करी है. तो उसके बाद हमने गूगल करने लगे और हमें पता चला कि अरे 1 नहीं 2 नहीं, बहुत सारे सवालों के जवाब गलत हैं. तो अगर आप एक्चुअली में नॉलेज गेन करने इस वीडियो में आए हैं तो फर्स्टली थैंक यू ऐसा कौन ही करता है आज की दुनिया में। एंड सेकेंडली, सारे सवालों के जवाब, जितने भी गलत आंसर्स वाले सवाल हैं उनके जवाब मैंने पिंड कमेंट्स में आपके लिए रख दिए हैं, तो रेफर टू दैट। थैंक यू। लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द वीडियो नाउ।
बहुत कितना हिस्ट्री का है यार इसमें क्वेश्चन?
This is just sprinkle, not too much.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want nobody jumps the gun. Write it down. Okay. Okay. Here comes the first question to Shan and Rohan. For which movie did Tom Hanks win his first Oscar? For which movie did Tom Hanks win his first Oscar? आपके options रहा Captain. आपके options रहा Captain Phillips. Saving Private Ryan या Big.
Yeah.
Big. लिख लो. Whoever writes it.
हाँ, हो गया।
सेम आंसर है।
सेम है क्या?
सेविंग प्राइवेट रायन लिखा है ना?
हाँ।
सेविंग प्राइवेट रायन।
Absolutely wrong. So both of you
shit.
go on -1.
अरे तो 0 points था।
0 दे दो ना यार, बेचारे एडिटर के लिए क्यों मुश्किल कर रहे हो?
0-0. The right answer is Big. That's what Tom Hanks won his first Oscar. After that, obviously, there were a lot of movies that he won in. The second question goes to the both of them.
सेविंग प्राइवेट रायन को ये लोग ब्लू फिल्म्स पे ऐसे ट्विस्ट करते हैं नाम। सेविंग रायन्स प्राइवेट। Okay. Go ahead.
Second question is, now you all know that India acquired 36 Rafale fighter aircraft from France. 24 more to come to assist Vikramaditya INS, which is the carrier that we have, and also INS Virat. Now, what is the Rafale fighter jets squadron number?
ये
कैसे पता होगा यार?
कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या?
It was in the newspapers. Everybody.
Option
said-
अरे तो नंबर कैसे नंबर किस तरह?
ऑप्शन दो, चलो यार, अब तुक्का ही लेना है तो
हाँ।
Is it the 1971 squadron?
एक सेकंड, मुझे ना ये ऑप्शन सुन के हंसी आ रही है, इतना मुश्किल क्वेश्चन।
Is it the 103 squadron or is it the 101 squadron? Shoot from the hip. 1971 squadron, 103 squadron.
I'll go with option B.
मैं भी लिख रखा मैंने मन में।
Don't jump the gun, guys.
अरे तो हम लोग दोनों लिख के रखे हैं।
लिख लिया
क्या बोला आपने?
ऑप्शन बी ही बोला मैंने भी।
103 101?
103।
103 was option C.
Which one do you want?
101.
103।
Oh नहीं, actually 101st Airborne Division is US. 103.
Score still stands at 0-0. Shan just missed out on 3 points.
thanks,
It was the 101 squadron, and it is the 101 squadron where the Rafale, the squadron number of the Rafale fighters.
घटिया हो गया।
It's always in the
That's why you have
newspaper.
not
squadron number कैसे पता होगा? It's very difficult to remember numbers. It's a date आप remember कर सकते हो, साल remember कर सकते हो, number कैसे याद रखोगे?
Name I can tell you, the flying daggers or whatever they're called, but the squadron number is the question. No, I can't just
ठीक
give
है,
you.
आपको आर्ग्यू मत करो यार। मैं आपके साइड में हूँ, एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट मिलेगा।
And penalties for arguing with me. Okay, that is also.
From the next one.
From the next.
इसमें नहीं, हाँ, okay.
You guys will come 2 questions later with another argument. Okay. Very, very simple question. And
How many pubic hairs?
Shine will know this. I am guessing you'll also know it because you are an athlete yourself.
Oh.
Guillermo Vilas played which sport?
What is that?
Guillermo Vilas, person, sports athlete, played which sport? Your options are.
इसीलिए आपको होश नहीं करने देते हम।
देखो, I told you they're getting hostile with me.
अच्छा, ऑप्शन।
Argument कौन कर रहा है? -1.
नहीं। Last one.
Yellow card for you.
Okay.
Next time.
This quiz is as much about knowledge as it is about behavior.
Absolutely.
जीतने वाला बिहेवियर से जीतेगा, नॉलेज
आपके ऑप्शंस है फुटबॉल, golf या टेनिस. Guillermo Vilas played which sport? Football, golf or tennis?
Okay. तू बता.
टेनिस।
Football.
Rohan opens his account.
Yes!
3 points.
Yes!
कौन है ये?
मेरे को नहीं पता।
Very bad.
ये तो बस लॉटरी सिस्टम है यहाँ पे।
अरे he played the Wimbledon. He was a very fucking famous. He
कौन से ईयर में खेला? 1950.
76 to 80 during the McEnroe, Bjorn Borg, Chris Evert, Lloyd, Martina.
मैकेनरो के साथ खेल रहा था क्या?
Yeah, he bought a Guillermo.
Did he win a Grand Slam?
He came to the final and he bought a monkey. And the Wimbledon guy is like a proper monkey.
बंदर लाया था वो. That's his claim to fame. फाइनल में बंदर लेकर.
यार मेरे को मोनिका सेलेस का नाम पता है क्योंकि उसको चाकू मारा था.
हाँ.
मेरे को ग्रैंड स्लैम विनर्स का नाम पता है. गिलेर्मो विलर्स का नाम कहाँ से पता होगा?
अब वो आपकी बात मेरे को पता था. वो तो नॉलेज की बात है. नॉलेज की बात है.
Absolutely. Remember,
Brilliant question.
you're
Brilliant question,
you're
यार.
on a yellow card because you're being sarcastic.
नहीं.
You're on a yellow card.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 4. The score stands at 3-0. Rohan.
1-0.
3 points per answer.
3 पॉइंट पर आंसर है यार. आपको इतना भी नहीं पता. -1 दे दो यार.
Okay. This Shine should get it and both of you should get it. It's a very simple question.
सिंपल है देखो.
Who designed the Indian national flag?
हाँ.
Your
Okay.
options are?
मैं विदाउट ऑप्शन दे दी तो कितने पॉइंट्स दोगे?
एक भी नहीं.
Option देना है. He needs to.
विदाउट ऑप्शन मेरे को एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट नहीं दोगे. मैं भी लिख लूंगा.
अरे यार, he also needs
Okay,
to know.
ठीक है,
no?
ठीक है.
That's not fair.
Option. Shit यार.
Your options are Bharatiya. Option B is Rajbihari Bose. या option C Pingali Venkaya.
Pingali Venkaya. Option C.
That is the right answer.
So three.
बट इसने लिखने नहीं दिया मुझे तो ही जंप द गन यार.
No.
-1 दे दो यार.
6-3. Score is now 6-3.
यार
And I must tell you guys.
इतने गंदे ऑप्शन दिए यार.
भारतीय नीलाद्री का मन है.
Yeah.
गंदे ऑप्शन नहीं. आई तो सपोर्ट द ऑप्शन.
अच्छा ऑप्शन है.
आई सपोर्ट द ऑप्शन.
सॉरी गलती से टाइपो हो गया.
2 times I flashed
Typo
the
था,
yellow
था.
card. Be careful.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I like the option.
one more time, 3 points will be deducted. Okay, one more time, 3 points will be deducted.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Endless की respect
also,
is
it's 6-3 right now. I have a question called a Super 5 where it's one question, but if you want to attempt it, any one of you, you should just say, I want to go for the Super 5. It'll give you 5 points in order to overtake.
I want to take.
Hold on.
अभी क्यों यार? You're in the
एक
lead.
सेकंड.
What's the question?
दो क्वेश्चन है मेरा. अगर सुपर 5 में बोल दूं आई वांट टू अटेम्प्ट लेकिन मैं गलत दूं तो क्या माइनस मार्क्स है?
नहीं.
तो फिर क्यों अटेम्प्ट ना करूं?
Because 5 पॉइंट मिलेंगे आपको.
हाँ तो दोनों अटेम्प्ट करेंगे ना फिर तो.
हाँ
अगर द क्वेश्चन इज ओनली कि अगर आप यू कैन गेन 5 पॉइंट्स बट अब -3 हो जाएगा अगर गलत करो.
He's not able to understand but that's a very good rule.
Okay, so now I minus.
How is it a good rule?
No, so it's 6-3. It becomes 5-3 right now.
Hey!
Because I've warned you twice. This is the third. Okay, that's the
5-3.
third. It's 5-3. That is
5-3.
it. It is my quiz. It's my rules. 5-3.
Correct, 5-3.
That is it. Okay.
वन मोर रोहन विल स्टैंड आउटसाइड. वहां से जितना सुन सकता है सुन के रिप्लाई देगा नहीं देगा मैं जीत रहा
5-3.
हूं.
बस 5-3 मैंने बोल दिया. These are my rules. Okay.
Enough.
Now,
लिमिट है हर चीज का है ना.
fifth question. Okay, this actor was a super drummer before he became an actor. The band name was called The Nuts. आपके options हैं John Abraham, Rishi Kapoor या गोविंदा. This actor was a super drummer before he became an actor. The band name was called The Nuts. आपके options हैं John Abraham, गोविंदा या Rishi Kapoor.
You go. I've written it down. I've written it down.
अच्छा.
मेरे को बोलना.
हाँ मैं बोल रहा हूँ ऋषि कपूर.
My answer is also B. Rishi Kapoor.
Both of you are right. 8-6.
ए
Yeah, 5-3 because of misbehavior.
okay. ठीक है.
Yeah. Lack of decorum.
आप कभी गलत नहीं
When
बोलोगे.
this thing. Am I right with the rules?
No, you're right. You're
Absolutely.
absolutely bang on.
Absolutely right.
सही है. Best rule है. Best rule है.
It's not only about knowledge, it's also about respecting Indian culture, which is respecting elders.
Yes.
So,
8-6, yes. This is fucking simple. Both your alleys.
तो फर्स्ट आंसर करने वाले को मिलेगा. ऐसे बोल दो.
नहीं.
Bro,
ओके ठीक है. मैं सजेशन दे रहा था आपको नहीं लेना तो आप ही सुप्रीम हो.
8-6. You don't want me to give you a red card where all your points get cancelled.
Cancelled. And you walk out of the house. अभी रूम जा रहा है.
ओके ठीक है.
Piss Niladri of out.
Which is the national tree of India? Okay, your options.
अच्छा
are,
ऑप्शन भी दे रहा हूँ.
Options are peepal tree, banyan tree, या neem tree.
ये ऑप्शन में कंफ्यूज कर दिया मुझे. ठीक है.
Which is the national tree of India? I'll repeat the question.
लिख ले तू.
Peepal tree, banyan tree, neem tree. आप लिख लो, and if he's not written, he can go first.
Banyan tree.
Banyan tree is my answer too.
Okay, 11-9 is the score. Both of you get it right. Now this is a question that one of our colleagues and friends had done a big investment in, and I don't think he's made a lot from it. Who created the Bitcoin?
ऑप्शन दे दो, मैं बता दूंगा इसको.
Akira Matsushita, Akimitsu Himari, या सतोशी नाकामोटो.
ए.
मेरे को सी लग रहा है.
You're going with Akira Matsushita and C is Satoshi Nakamoto, which makes it 14-9.
Oh shit.
It's
आपको पता है ना, अननोन बंदा है, किसी को इसके बारे में कुछ पता नहीं है.
he disappeared from the face of the earth, man. Nobody knows where the fuck he is.
नाकामोटो नाम था क्या इसका? मुझे पता है नाकामोटो. ओह शिट यार, मुझे नहीं पता था. हाँ.
Okay,
नाम मुझे पता है, जापानीज टाइप.
14-8. I'm giving you another option. If you
14-9 था.
14-8.
49 है, 49.
49. I'm giving you another option. It's exactly 5 points away. You want to choose the super
Oh,
5?
five. समझ रहे तुम्हें क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
मैं समझ रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं कुछ बोलना नहीं चाहूंगा उसके बारे में.
हाँ, 4, 5.
ए, हम दोनों ले सकते हैं क्या ये क्वेश्चन?
You know something? I feel
मैं शाइन पे हंस रहा हूँ, आप पे बिल्कुल भी नहीं हंस रहा हूँ. बिल्कुल भी नहीं हंस रहा हूँ मैं आप पे. आप मेरे.
okay. I'll give you benefit of doubt. 14-9 is the question.
5 pointer, no negative marks.
No negative marks.
5 points.
Both of us can answer.
Both of you can answer.
हाँ.
Yeah, both of you can answer. Okay, Super 5. This is a question that will fetch 5 points. If Cheyenne gets it, it'll become 14 each. If Rohan gets it, it'll become 19-9. Second, so now the score is 14. 14
मैं 9 था, आप
14-9.
हाँ.
The score becomes 11-9 because of bad behavior, lack of decorum, no discipline, and lack of respect for the person who's actually asking these questions.
You're not understanding.
11-9 is the score.
आपने बोला ना कि
11-9. 11-9. आप क्यों हंस रहे थे? Why were you ducking behind the laptop and
I'll
laughing?
tell you.
I can hear. कान है.
Yes, there is no tribunal for his rule.
Yeah.
Sorry, for his what is it? Judgment.
Yes.
No tribunal. Can't be
मैं आपसे कुछ एक्सप्लेन कर सकता हूँ क्या आपको? जब आपने बोला ना दोनों आंसर कर सकते हैं, तो शायद बोला ओह, it's hard bro कि मैं भी आंसर कर सकता हूँ तो.
Control your laughter when I'm
difficult,
answering the
यार.
questions. You have to
Okay,
be very.
I didn't know this. 14-9. Sorry, last chance.
11-9. Decision has been made. Do you have a gavel so I can hit it like this and say 11-9? That's the score. All right. You
You
guys
hit
want
this.
it?
You hit this. दे दे.
नहीं यार, वो चार्ट रहेगा. हाँ.
Okay, now you guys asked for the Super 5. All right. Here comes the Super 5 question.
Sorry, I already lost 3 points. Please spare me. I lost 3 points. I'll not do it. I just can't control my laughter. That's the problem. Please. अब कोशिश
Do
करूँगा.
you see me laughing?
अब मैं कोशिश कर.
Do you see any of my muscles twitching on my face?
Okay, मैं अपनी अब पूरा
Did you
कंट्रोल
find
करूँगा.
that? Didn't you find that insulting?
नहीं, अब मैं कंट्रोल करूँगा.
बुरा लग रहा है मेरे को.
One more. Here's a Super 5 question. The Kapil Sharma show is a rip-off of which English, British television show? Your options are Faulty Towers, Odd Couples, or Kumar's at 42. Write it down.
एक और बार.
The Kapil Sharma show is a rip-off of which English or British television show? Your options are A, Faulty Towers, B, Odd Couples, or C, Kumar's at 42.
तू बोल, मैं लिख लिया हूँ.
Kumar's at 42.
Kumar's at 42.
Absolutely right. 5 points to each. 16, 14 हो गया. Name the largest lake in India.
Option.
Wullar Lake.
उल्ला लेक.
उल्ला लेक ये वाला.
Wullar.
Okay.
WULAR. Wullar Lake. B, Chilka Lake.
हाँ.
या C, Tirumaankondram Lake.
He's searching. He tried searching.
I did not.
Searching. It's on video. He tried searching.
He's not misbehaving. You can cheat, but you cannot misbehave. Okay, it's 6. What's the score? 5 to each. 16-14 is the score. Name the largest lake in India once again. Wullar Lake, Chilka Lake, या Tirumaankondram Lake. Shine, आपके answer.
Chilka.
Same. I've written same.
Both of you are wrong. It's Wullar Lake. Score still stands at 16-14.
क्या दे तू ये क्या लास्ट लेक और कि लास्ट लेक ऐसा कुछ है?
The last lake I made up.
वुलर लेक भी नाम नहीं सुना है.
Tirumaankondram is a bus stand actually in Chennai.
और ये वुलर लेक है कहाँ?
Somewhere in the south के just ऊपर somewhere there.
अच्छा नॉर्थ में होगा. अरे मैंने आप.
I told you have one more thing. I told you.
I genuinely want to know.
The score stands at 14 each.
Hey!
Okay.
Hey!
Now going into the
Arey!
next question without any arguments. Remember, an argument with me while I'm hosting a quiz show, or any little snigger or any sarcastic comments made on the other side of the table, which has Cheyenne and Rohan, will only minus points. In the 1976 thriller, Robert De Niro, 1976 thriller, Robert De Niro famously says, "You talking to me? Name this movie."
ऑप्शन है क्या?
सबके लिए option.
अच्छा.
A. Heat, B. Serpico, or C. Taxi Driver. लिख लो, whoever is.
मैं लिख लिया हूँ. Rohan बोल.
Rohan बोल. Heat, Serpico, या Taxi Driver.
टैक्सी ड्राइवर दोनों.
Perfect. 17-17 is the score. Right now, even Stevens going into the next question.
Heat is, I think, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, 96 or something, na?
Michael Mann's movie with the bank robber and cops. Yeah. See, he's overdoing the nodding and all. Yes.
ये मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर पा रहा.
He's like the backbencher student, fucks around with the teacher, throwing chalk.
And I'm a front bencher.
You're a very good student. Yeah. So score lies at 16-16 right now. Now, 1919. Who was the leader of the USSR during the Cuban Missile Crisis? Don't jump the gun, please. Who was the leader of the USSR during the Cuban Missile Crisis? Your options are Gorbachev, B. Nikita Khrushchev, या C. Boris Yeltsin.
एक और बार options.
Gorbachev, Nikita Khrushchev, Boris Yeltsin. Cuban Missile Crisis, Cheyenne and Rohan. Gorbachev, Nikita Khrushchev, या Boris Yeltsin. This is when Russia and America almost had a nuclear showdown, and Kennedy was ready to go for it.
Boris Yeltsin.
Same.
Boris Yeltsin. Boris Yeltsin was during Bill Clinton's time.
Nikita Khrushchev.
1919, the score still lies.
1962 में हुआ था Cuban Missile Crisis.
Nikita Khrushchev and Kennedy.
Shit.
चलो ठीक.
मुझे लगा था.
I thought you'd know.
I knew that. मुझे लगा Khrushchev was before this guy. गोरबाचेव के ठीक पहले था.
कोई बात.
गोरबाचेव के ठीक पहले कौन है? येल्टसिन है. येल्टसिन कब था फिर?
During Clinton's time, right? Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? I'm not talking about the English Channel or anything. The Atlantic Ocean, this woman flew solo. Here are your options. A. Rebecca Murray. B. Amelia Earhart. या C. Catherine Barbieri.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ. B. Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart.
Same. B लिखा हुआ.
Check करो लिखा कि नहीं.
हाँ.
3 points to the both of you. 22-22 is where the score.
They recently claimed to have found the wreckage of a plane.
Wreckage of a plane. Correct. She had crashed. Next question is, which river flows through the Grand Canyon in the United States of America? Which river flows through the Grand Canyon of the United States of America? Here are your options. Tacoma River, the Mississippi, or the Colorado River. Use your geographical sense and you'll be able to deduce it.
अच्छा वैसे करेंगे.
Tacoma River, Mississippi River, या the Colorado River.
आप लिखना चाहोगे पहले?
तू लिख ले मैं बोलता हूँ.
Go for it.
I'm going with C.
I'm going with B, Mississippi.
B लगा था.
You're saying Mississippi?
हाँ.
You're saying C,
Colorado.
22-19, Rohan leads. 3 points.
नहीं 22-19, 25-22. हम 22-22 पे थे. Last time भी सही आंसर दिया.
25-22.
Don't
Okay.
correct Niladri.
25-22. All right. Now the race is heating up. And also one thing, if anybody corrects me during the quiz about my points, if I am saying 22-19 or 25-22, there will be points cut. It's very simple. Okay. Now the next question is, for which movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar? For which movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar? आपके options रहा E.T. या Extraterrestrial, B. Schindler's List या C. Jaws. E.T. Schindler's List या C. Jaws. Whoever's written it can go second.
ये अच्छा लगा कि आपने ET का फुल फॉर्म बता दिया. ये तो रोहन would have thought extra testicle.
हाँ.
Extra terrestrial.
You're going with ET?
Schindler's List.
28-22, Rohan leads. Schindler's List is the right answer.
कैसे पता Schindler's List?
पता था ये बस.
He was nominated, he didn't win. It had Drew Barrymore in it as a little girl who discovers E.T.
But तेरे को पता था ये वाला?
Jaws, he was nominated, he didn't win. Schindler's he won, which had
Tom Hanks.
No,
Schindler's List मैंने मूवी नहीं देखी, मेरे को पता है World War II के ऊपर है.
हाँ.
Schindler's List was Liam Neeson.
Oh हाँ, Liam Neeson.
Okay.
They cried and all. They
Yeah,
couldn't when they took them to the actual place.
You guys will get this one. Come on, man. It's 28-22 right now. Who has taken the most number of catches in Test cricket?
He's tickling me. He's tickling me. Niladri, he's tickling me. It's there on camera. Sorry, yaar.
Who has taken the most number of catches in Test cricket? आपके options रहा Adam Gilchrist, B. Rahul Dravid, या C. Alan Border. Adam Gilchrist, Rahul Dravid, या Alan Border. Number of catches in Test cricket. I'm not talking about ODIs or T20 and all that IPL.
And these are
catches.
हाँ, wicket keeping.
No, not wicket keeping.
Just included.
You can answer the question.
I'm going with Adam Gilchrist.
Rahul Dravid.
Rahul Dravid is absolutely right. 28-25 is where the score runs right now. 3 points to Shai Bhattacharya in that one. Well done. 210 catches is what Rahul Dravid has taken. Much more than any cricketer in Test cricket.
तेंदुलकर भी आसपास ही होगा उसका तो.
196, 187 or something
अच्छा.
like that.
हाँ.
Yeah. Okay. You got to get this. It's a simple question. All my questions are simple.
Right.
What is Hrithik Roshan's actual name? Hrithik Roshan, that's Rakesh Roshan, music director Rakesh Roshan. So here are your options. Yash Roshan, Nagrat Roshan, या Ramesh Roshan.
What?
Yash Roshan, Nagrat Roshan, या Ramesh Roshan.
C.
Which is?
Ramesh Roshan.
Ramesh Roshan.
Both of you are wrong.
Yash.
Nagrat Roshan.
ओह तो मैंने बिल्कुल नहीं गेस किया. वो मेरा लास्ट प्रायोरिटी था.
Nagrat Roshan is his original name. Obviously, not even one ticket would be sold if they say starring Nagrat Roshan. So he changed it to Hrithik. Okay.
आप भी RR वाले फंडे के साथ गए क्या?
हाँ.
मैं भी.
राजेश रोशन, राकेश रोशन, रमेश रोशन.
Exactly that I put Ramesh Roshan, so I confused the fuck out of both of you. Okay, now this next question is, what is the full form of APJ in Dr. Kalam's name? Okay, what is the full form of APJ in Dr. Kalam's name? आपके options रहा. Remember, Dr. Kalam was a South Indian, so deduce it accordingly. Ahmed Pantawala Jalal, Avul Pakir Jainuddin, या Ali Ponsami Jampiru. Ahmed Pantawala Jalal, Shayan, Avul Pakir Jainuddin, या Ali Ponsami Jampiru.
A.
Yes. Abul Pakir वाला आंसर है.
31-25 is where the score runs. Rohan leading this round as of now. Superb stuff, Rohan. Superb stuff. You've really shown that good behavior counts. And we're going to go to the next one.
Good behavior. No, very good. ये काफी difficult था.
So 31-25 is where the score runs. For which 1964 musical, English musical or Hollywood musical, did Julie Andrews win an Oscar? आपके options रहा Mary Poppins, B. Sound of Music, या C. Wizard of Oz. एक option मैं दे सकता हूँ.
एक option.
Sorry, एक hint मैं दे सकता हूँ if you want it, but we don't want it.
I want it.
दे दो. अब ये तो guess नहीं है.
John Krasinski's wife did a remake of that movie. Emily Blunt.
Oh, I shouldn't have asked for hint.
Jack Ryan.
Doesn't help anything. और आपको help हो जाएगा.
नहीं, मैं से कैसे help होगा? फिर से नाम बताइए.
Mary Poppins, Sound of Music, Wizard of Oz.
You go first, I'll write down.
Take over options.
Mary Poppins, Sound of Music, Wizard of Oz.
Okay, I'm going with option B.
Sound of Music is your answer.
I'm going with Mary Poppins.
Absolutely right. 31-28, that is the right answer. Emily Blunt, who is the wife of John Krasinski, who did Jack Ryan, on an OTT platform. She did the remake and it was pretty cool, but not as great as the one which Julie Andrews did. 31-28 is the score right now. 31 Rohan, 28 Shrine. It's a closely fought battle.
How many questions left?
1, 2, 3 plus a tiebreaker. 28-31. Okay, which movie of Alfred Hitchcock was shot to look like a continuous take? Matlab, the entire picture looked like one take. Clever filming.
Yeah,
clever,
yeah.
तुझे पता है?
शायद.
आपके ऑप्शन रहा birds A,
हाँ.
B dial-in for murder,
हाँ.
या C rope.
Oh shit, नहीं, अब मैं कंफ्यूज हो गया.
A birds, B dial-in for murder, या C rope.
आप बता दो.
आप इन्होंने लिख लिया ना, आप बता दो.
Birds,
Dial-in for murder या rope. बोलो.
मैंने लिख लिया.
हाँ बताइए.
अरे पहले वो बताइए ना.
I'll go with birds.
I'm going with B.
Both are wrong. The right answer is rope.
Rope. ठीक.
31-28. The score still stands at that. Next
Dial-in
question.
for murder isn't Agatha Christie?
Agatha Christie.
है ना?
Yeah.
हाँ.
That's why I smiled and I put my head down because I know you knew it. But birds and
नहीं, फिर वो नहीं है.
Question था वही नहीं पता था.
name the northernmost capital city in the world. Name the most northernmost capital city in the world. आपके options रहा Ottawa, B Reykjavik, या C Nuuk. Ottawa obviously is in Canada, Reykjavik is in Iceland, and Nuuk is in Greenland. Name the northernmost capital city in the world.
तेरा?
Nuuk.
C.
That's you're both going with
हाँ.
28-31. The scores 31-28. The score still lies. 3 rounds to win. You should get it. We also have a tiebreaker question. If it becomes 31-31, okay, it's that close. Okay, which former president of India had the unique distinction of serving his office for 2 continuous terms? Which former president of India had the unique distinction of serving his office for 2 terms, continuous terms? आपके options are Dr. Zakir Hussain, B. Rajendra Prasad, या C. Gyani Zail Singh. Zakir Hussain, Rajendra Prasad, या Gyani Zail Singh. लिख लो.
एक और options बोल.
Zakir Hussain.
Why are you giggling? Why are you smiling like that?
No, as a request.
Did he
No, as a request.
थोड़ा सा ये था.
As a request, I'm like, can you please repeat because you're such
Because
superior.
I know Niladri loves decorum and good behavior, but he doesn't love ass licking Ustar.
अच्छा.
I sense that as well.
देख रहे हो?
I sense that as well. It's 28-28. Which former president of India had the unique distinction of serving his office for 2 continuous terms? आपके options are Dr. Zakir Hussain, Rajendra Prasad, या Gyani Zail Singh.
2 continuous term मतलब 10 years किया या
President का 6 होता है ना?
नहीं.
6 होता है.
अच्छा.
उन दिनों में 6
होता था.
Then they reduced it to 4 or 5. I don't know how many years more.
तो उन्होंने पूरे 6 कंप्लीट किए हैं या बीच में कटा भी है किसी? अच्छा.
One shot. If you want to know the years, if you want me to give you a
ईयर दे दो फिर हम वो तो आंसर बता देंगे.
1950 to 1962, he was the president of India.
फिर से नाम?
Zakir Hussain, Rajendra Prasad, Gyani Zail Singh.
Rajendra Prasad.
Same answer.
Rajendra Prasad, 31-31, and that's why I have devised this tie-breaking question, because I knew I'm going to steer the ship in the fucking way I want, because I knew there will be bad behavior coming from you. Okay, so I made a tiebreaker question. Now this is win it or fuck it. Okay, this is the tiebreaker question. Please write down. Nobody jumps the gun. Nobody jumps the gun. The greeting Jai Hind was coined by whom? The greeting Jai Hind was coined by whom? आपके options रहा भगत सिंह, सुभाष चंद्र बोस, या मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी. आपके options रहा भगत सिंह, Subhash Chandra Bose, या Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. The greeting Jai Hind was coined by who of these out of these 3 people?
I've chosen my option. गलत है तो गलत है, क्या ही कर सकते हैं.
ठीक है.
तू बोल.
I'm going with Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi.
I'm going with Bhagat Singh.
This for the first time is going to end in a tie. All right, it's going to end in a tie. Subhash Chandra Bose. Right, finally we finished this episode. It had 2 parts. One was history, one was a very easy quiz that they kind of aced. 31-31 was the score. So there's actually it's a tie.
Equally well performed by both.
I can cut 1 point.
Yeah, sorry.
31, that's the score. Hope you like this episode. Shine, Rohan, since it's a tie, I take the second hamper also and go home. So yes, remember, for great products that you would like to consume, www.tasteofcool.com is the place that you need to go. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, whatever the fuck that is. Hit the bell icon or whatever.
Why did we come here?
उसकी बैटरी चली गई है अब कौन लास्ट के 5 सेकंड के लिए बैटरी पूरा पैक चेंज
On behalf of Fuck Up Productions, this is not funny, Rohan. We will catch you in the next episode.
बाय
क्यों अब खाती जा रही